Whoa. Blue faces. Never been in a hurry, no. Always been patient. You wanted the plug, got the bricks in the basement. Been led by the cases, thumbing through these blue faces. Got the S550 with the Maybach more spacious.
Hey, Chi-Town, and welcome back to Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, and I'm dope, funny, and goofy. And you guys just never know who I'll be interviewing next, because I love people and I love giving back. So join me on this magical journey from hidden underground talents to legendary film directors across the world. Or watch me get hyped off solo music reviews, from cool tracks to hip-hop beats, because we now stream it on Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. It's Miss Hip Hop, and we live, baby. Time to represent Chicago's #1 podcast, Speak Your Mind. One. Hey Chicago, and welcome back to Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, aka Miss Hip Hop. And today, you guys, we have another dope guest in the house, per usual, you know. He is one of Windy City's finest underground hip hop artists. To be more specific, he's from the west side of Chicago, and he's here to discuss his brand new single, Blue Faces, off his up-and-coming album, Cashdemic. So, and on top of that, he has an incredible story to share with us all on how he took ownership of finding his dreams. So, without further ado, bringing up next to the mic, the homie, Hunnit. How you doing, Hunnit?
Hey, I'm doing good.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy you here too, straight up, for real. All right, honey. So here on Speak Your Mind, we do an icebreaker question for the artist. Okay. So let's get to it. All right. Okay. What do you think about today's underground hip hop scene as a whole, like overall?
Right now I'm feeling it. I like the independent wave. I like that lyricism is coming back. You got guys like Don P. You even got guys like Jadakiss and Styles P who's stepping back out, showing cats that, you know, lyricism is still here. We ain't going nowhere. So I'm loving the scene.
That's what's up. I like that answer, straight up. Definitely. So why don't you reintroduce yourself to the people out there and tell them the unique story behind your name, Hunnit? Because I know at one point you were going by Hunnit Proof. So what's up with the name change?
Hunnit just sounds more mature. Hunnit Proof actually comes from, I was reevaluating my name, and I'm like, Hunnit Proof just sounds like that's an authentic person. That's a person who, is solid. If you look on a bottle of vodka, you'll see that it says 80 proof or 100 proof, and I'm like, man, I'm going with 100 proof. I'm 100. I'm solid. I'm authentic all the way through. You know what I'm saying? What you see is what you get. And that's how I came up with 100 proof. Fast track, a couple years later, I'm 39, and I'm 100. You know, so that's what we sticking with. That's what we doing with. Yeah.
I like that answer too. You like all into it. I love it because this is you, authentically you, and I love it because, man. All right, so let's get into some of the obstacles and issues you faced growing up as a young artist dealing with Full Faith Records. Talk about that.
So that was actually a independent label that I was with that wanted to sign me. At the time, my father, who raised me, he didn't know a lot about the industry, and he felt at the time that, you know, it wouldn't be beneficial for me or just a good look. So as a minor, it wasn't really nothing I could do about it. So and that's what happened with that situation. As far as obstacles, just being independent, you know, financially, you know, supporting this whole thing until you do get on. Luckily now I'm in a position where I can do this, you know what I'm saying? So it's not really too much pressure. But
Yeah, I want to talk about you being in that position to do this thing. That's the story I want to get out of you. What was your motivation for building your own privately owned construction company? Like that's so dope to me. And I mean,
yeah,
what was your motivation behind that? Like I don't already know, but damn.
it wasn't no motivation. It wasn't no motivation. I was actually sitting in my mother's basement, broke, didn't know what I was finna do, and I got a phone call from my old man. He's like, "Man, I want to introduce you to this guy." This dude was about maybe 3-4 years older than me, and he brought me on into the construction business, just as a laborer. But he was running and flipping his own projects, and I'm looking at this cat like he's not too older than me. If he can do what I can,
Right.
and I just jumped out there on faith. I just made a post a couple weeks ago saying I now know what having faith as small as a mustard seed mean, because I
Yeah.
just jumped out there and did it, and 3 years later, you got something huge. So
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's some true inspiration.
modeling, yeah.
For sure. Like, so, what can people contact you at to get some services?
Also, I do have along with my Hunnit page, I do have a Instagram. It's RR_remodeling LLC. You can contact me. You can even look at most of my work that I've done. And if you want to get in contact me with for some work, yeah,
Yeah, I was breaking up a little bit. You still there? Honey, you still there?
you didn't.
No,
Yeah, I'm
I didn't
here.
hear that last part. It kind of broke
Yeah, I'm
up.
here. Oh, I was saying if you want to get some work from me, you can go on my IG page, which is RR_remodeling LLC. My contact info is on there, and even work that I've done. So you can look at every aspect of work that I do.
Oh, okay. All right, man. So you know the reason why we here is to talk about this single Blue Faces. This shit went motherfucking hard. Like I heard people,
Yeah,
they was already telling me off the photos and the flyers, like that shit go hard, you know. So this shit sound like some background music to like a TV show, like
to
Empire
get
or Power, huh? What'd you say?
oh yeah, it's definitely soundtrack. It's definitely sound material. I said it's
Yeah.
definitely soundtrack material.
Yeah, so you kind of knew you was doing that on purpose because I picked that up immediately. I'm like, damn, this shit raw as hell. I don't even know what to say, but who was the feature on there with you? They dope too.
Yeah, his name he goes by Xavier 2 times. Again, one of those lyricist type of artists.
Mm-hmm.
And he came with that fire. I was actually supposed to go on the first verse, but he had another appointment to be at another studio to lay down the verse. So I'm like, look, bro, I don't want you to miss that one. Hop on the first verse for me. I get you out the way, and then I hop on the second verse. And I'm kind of glad it went that way because he set the tempo going off, man. So
Yeah, that shit was nice or whatever. It worked out the way it was supposed to work out and everything. Are you gonna give us a visual for that single soon?
yeah. Oh, it's definitely coming soon. I want to do something dope, unique. So we're not just rushing into this visual. So I'm definitely coming up with something that's going to complement the hook, just the bars, and something that's going to wow people. I ain't trying to do nothing regular. No basement scene, no in the kitchen scene. We trying to go full throttle with this one. So
For
we
sure.
definitely game.
Hey man, before we get out of here, I gotta commend you on throwing your first annual Thanksgiving food drive for the homeless people. Like that shit was dope as hell. I want to talk to you about that. Tell me your experience of that.
So it come from a place where I've been in that position before, just growing up with a single mom. We've been in those positions, and so it was something that was led on me maybe a month before Thanksgiving. I'm like, I gotta do this. I want to do this. And the turnout, we only had about 15 to 20 people that we fed, but just the smile on their faces, and the grateful look that they had definitely, you know, got me wanting to do it. The year after next year, and yeah, so it just come from a place where I've been, and I'm like, I want to give back.
That was really nice, and I hope you continue on doing that. That's very important that artists give back to the community in which they came from. So, kudos to you for doing
Oh,
that.
definitely.
For sure. Why don't you tell the people out there where they can, listen to your music and everything?
So Bluefaces right now is on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon, Google Play. We working on the EP, Cashdemic, which will be dropped New Year's Eve. That's the date.
Yes.
We working on, yeah. And again, it'll be available on all platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple. So be waiting on it New Year's Eve before we go into 2021. I'm giving y'all something that y'all gonna want to hear.
For sure. For sure. Thank you so much for coming on Speak Your Mind today, honey. I had a wild time with you.
Thank you.
I can't wait to Cashdemic drop on New Year's Eve. I look forward to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Let's get it.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
For sure, man. Peace out.